Hello and welcome back to Starfield. We are in a new game plus doing the Terran Armada DLC. We're a ways in. It's time to go to the factory and rescue this roboticist that created Delta. I am hoping that I have all my audio issues worked out finally. So our mission is in a different area, so it's going to be Grav Drive. Terran Armada is very big on having you go places using the new way. Cruise mode, that's what it's called. But we are right here at the mining asteroid. I should still have all of my weapons equipped and all of that, so we're just going to jump right in.
Seals are locked and we are docked.
Okay, so first thing we notice is lots of bodies in 0G. Terran Armada grunts and such. If there's dead Terran Armada people here, that means we're not the first in. Oh, I don't think I actually have an Argos extractor jumpsuit anywhere. Let's toss that into my storage somewhere handy in case I want to pretend that I never left the Argos mining area. So yeah, you run into that stuff real fast and it just basically goes wherever. Have to be more careful. The base time is ready to go. I'm not going to bother with the Sense Star stuff because mostly these guys are going to be robots anyway. But who knows? Whoever came in here and killed all of these Terran guys might be friendly?
In frosty temperatures like this, there's nothing better than a flask of a good English whiskey to keep you warm.
Now, we're here to rescue the Roboticist, so we probably should be watching out for her. That's probably a good reason to be using Sense Star stuff from time to time. Do I don't see her? Okay. I'm guessing we go down here. No, we don't. We go up here. Okay. Machina Forge Prime Cavern. I am going to have to make sure to check my targets. There is a roboticist that we are trying to rescue, probably at the blue dot. But still. Ooh. Sarah, you're going to have to be faster than that if you want to get any kills.
I didn't stock up on junk.
Oh, Sarah, shut up. Credits are not junk. So the officer was carrying around Digipic. I wonder if they only had it because they got it from somebody. Another airlock, so we're probably headed into 0G again. Yeah. Well, up there, I hear the sounds of somebody shooting at the people who were dead. Taking it slow. Robot and humanoid. I'm gonna keep looting those new weapons in case there's one I randomly get one that's really good. Somebody up there is shooting either at that point or from that point.
Alert. Hostile.
Okay, terror assault bot there. Okay. I like how this gives me so long to get my aim dead centered. Dang it, I'm always... Oh, no, he's in front of there. Okay, so we got him. Somewhere along that direction. There we go. Okay. Now, rather than chase around and try to loot all those things we just shot, I will just grab the ones that are on the way. But the Terran assault bots are shooting at the Terran recruits. Interesting. We have gravity. Yay. Need to remember to loot to get the X-Tech as well. That's the new magical resource.
Flexible action.
So far, so good. We're headed for Kate Roxanne. Here's another one. Over here. Oh, there you are. We're headed that direction somewhere. I wonder, there's a button here we could push. Can we? We can't push it. Oh well. Oh, haha. We should have been able to push that button to get to the next thing, or I maybe missed something along the way. Maybe I went through that airlock too soon. Yeah, I did. Yep. Yeah, there's a single star stuff. Nobody else around.
Hold it right there. Don't come any closer, huh? Of course you're not. You're just going to keep me working for you, you maniacs. What? Delta, I...
Roxanne Barreau identified. Running damage diagnostics. Physical, fair. Psychological, marginal assessment. Decimation of Terrans justified.
Decimation? What? No. Never mind. We can talk about this later. I've read the facility's code to sabotage the robot's programming. If any of them see any humans besides me, they'll attack. That includes you. The Terrans had me working on their robots. I couldn't do it anymore, knowing these machines are out there killing innocents. No, wait. I can't leave yet. I have so much more planned for these bastards. See, the Terrans don't need me to make their robots. Not really. They just don't know how to fuse X-Tech properly with their machines. That's where I come in. If I'm gone, they may not have X-Tech robots, but they'll still have robots. We're going to change that. If we can get to their mass facility system, then I can hack into it and shut this place down. All of it. The robots, the production line, even the X-Tech mining. We can cut off everything the Terrans have here.
Agreed. Crippling of Terran resources recommended. Also, enjoyable logging emotional response. Enjoyment.
This can't be happening. Good. Let's get going then.
Okay, we have picked up another lost kitten.
I see you followed my instructions back on the Opulence. Delta? Is that really you?
Correct. Delta Unit fully operational. Full Terran robotic chassis takeover succeeded.
You do seem different.
Correct. Increased lethality and coordination by 40%. Increased awareness by 24%. Decreased patience and empathetic response, 78%. Increased knowledge of superiority, 62%.
Delta. I never meant for this to happen.
Okay, so conversation done. We can... Oops, we've got a weapon case here. Okay. So now we are headed out through the rest of this place. Anything I want to loot in here? Ammunition's always a good idea to loot. Oh, alien bug paperweight. Looks cool. And now we're going through the airlock that we went through before. Okay. So I guess the entire purpose of that production line and this button is to make sure that we have Roxanne with us when we get here. Wait for Roxanne, it says.
Did they lock down the systems in here? Let me take a look at it. That should do. Are we ready to move?
Okay. That cleared out this. We could move through. Here's our marker. Oh, that's a door, but this is the door we're headed for. Okay. Have to remember that there's that second door over there. It says robotics. And it says wait for Roxanne. There's stuff to loot here. But I think we're directed to loot it, so I'm not going to risk the quest by picking it up too early.
I remember this area. The Terrans were mining X-Tech around here. See if you can find some. But be quick about it. We haven't much time. Why did we stop?
Because you told me to. Lady, keep track. Okay, so I picked up some X-Tech.
We can't afford to stop here. Wonderful. Delta, come here.
Acknowledged.
Stand still for a moment.
So this is where we learned that you use X-Tech to upgrade things.
There we are. How do you feel?
Running diagnostics. EMP countermeasure modification detected. Acknowledged.
That's the idea. With Delta's EMP countermeasure upgraded, they'll now be able to stun nearby enemies when it's activated. If we're going to defeat the Terrans, we're going to need to use their own weapons against them.
Okay.
Now then, let's keep moving forward.
We've got gravity, so we're going to do crouch, which makes us invisible, but it only works in gravity. Get it up there. Okay. Okay, there's that EMP that Delta just got. I'm guessing you haven't really woken up yet. I like how they just pop these weapons out at us. It's a great trade. I mean, one bullet gets me back one gun. Okay, we're headed up there. Wait for Roxanne to enter the control room. Okay.
We're here. No, unfortunately not. Those Terran machines probably already know our location. Which means, while I'm hacking into their system, I need you to keep them off me. And for you to stay alive, obviously. I'll just need a minute. Or two. Maybe three. I'll be honest, this system is most likely different than the one I hijacked before. I'll try not to.
Okay. Head outside the control room. This triggers the whole sequence here. I'm going to head up here where I can get a good field of view. Really like to do is stand on that ledge there. Yeah, let's just do this from down below. So they may spawn up top. I don't know. Let's see if there's anybody here. Yes, there is. Thought so. It seemed like there was just that one red pip that was off in the wrong direction. do have to stay out of phase time momentarily to let these guys respawn. Hello. Okay, Roxanne defended. Might as well just grab all the loot that's here. Sort it out later. Anything we don't want is a little bit extra credits. That's not a bad thing. That's probably a very challenging fight if you don't have all of the powers that I've been using. Of course, who knows? Maybe it was appropriately scaled for my capabilities. Okay, so before we go onward, let me check weapons here real quick. So as far as damage goes, my hard target and my breach are still the top two. That's good. This is a nice laser rifle. I think that means that this is non-fatal damage. Compare it to my, whoops. I have a weapon somewhere. Thought I did. It's going to be way down on the list, but I should still have one of those, no, I guess I don't. Anyway, I think that means that this is does non-lethal damage. So I'm going to put that on button 8. Now, as far as DPS is concerned, hard target is still the top. Crowd control's on 4. Can use you as number 5. The mind tier, we're going to keep on 6. All ready to go. You can see that's a lot of weapons we can sell.
Are you okay? Thank you. You and Delta did well too. So, let's get out of here. I'm just tired. I'll be better once I'm away from this hell.
Escape the factory. Okay, so there's the other exit from the cave. You saw that coming in. Watch out for humans, but be aware that that's not going to show me the robots. Oh, advanced Beowulf. Some people like the Beowulfs better than the hard targets.
Some items in inventory marked irrelevant. Recommending disposal to decrease carry weight.
But I had an add-on that had my companions not whine about excess weight. What I can do, switch to the ship's cargo hold, and I'm going to toss everything that isn't on my hot list in there. I do this the easy way. Everything goes. Okay. Which leaves me with just the minimum. But less than minimum, really. We go back to here, and I'm going to take specific stuff. We're wearing our spacesuit. We don't need to grab those. Any of this we want to carry with us, I think we don't need those with us. Don't need throwables. We need all the ammo. Aid. Don't need ship parts. I do need all the stuff. Oops, not all that stuff. I need the stuff marked. No, it's not consistently marked. No. Okay. Aid. What do I need to carry with me? Emergency kit, trauma kit. Don't need to carry those guys. Paramotor recon stem, yes. Actually, I can just get stuff out of the ship if I need it. Yeah. What I actually need on me at all times. Keep the affinity terminal on me because it's essentially free. As long as I remember to pull the important stuff out before we sell, I'm good. Okay, so
They aren't a Terran, are they?
Occupation janitor. No weapons detected. Minimal damage inflicted. Assessment. Human did not fight. Scared. Failure. Typical emotional response. Easily killed when fleeing. A casualty.
Delta! I hijacked the Terran's machinery to escape, not this. Not to gun down just someone, right? If I had known, I never would have wanted this. I could have found another way. I would have... Okay.
turn to void. Okay, so we have to touch the broken switch to get her to open it up.
Yeah.
And we are in the entryway, I guess? We came through here, right? Clearly we came through here. Because I've looted all the good stuff. Okay, back around the outside and around to our ship. Rolling stone. Here we come. Back to void. So Roxanne's now hanging out on the ship.
We've detached. Let's get out of here.
Onward to Algarab. We can jump directly into Anchor Point.
One instant, stars rearranged. And we're docked.
I should keep going, okay?
This here is our humble little ship service connect.
If you need a job, I've enough.
Well, the arbitrator has a job. I don't think he put it on our list, though. That's all right.
Miss Roxanne Moreau. It's such a pleasure to see you alive and well.
Should have known. My savior wasn't working alone against the Terrans.
Mode.
Though part of me hopes she did come get me out of the kindness of her heart.
There was pay involved.
And the goal to destroy the Terrans.
But who's to say?
Either way, it is good to have you here.
Okay, so speak with Rada.
With that roboticist's help, we may be able to figure out how to combat the Terrans. I assume this mission was a complete success then. Well done to both of you then.
All right, say it. Why am I here? How very kind.
We have decided the best course of action is for you to remain here while the Terrans still pose a threat. Anchor Point is most likely the safest place you can be right now. On top of this, you can help us better understand the Terrans. Their strengths, their quirks, their weak spots. Anything worthy of note.
And what Terrans would those be?
I'm afraid we don't understand what you mean.
We may have stopped the Terrans at the production facility, but you didn't see it. I killed civilians. Just people. I wish to stop the Terrans as much as you. Maybe even more. But to cause the death of innocents? I can't be part of that.
Unfortunately, Ms. Burrow, we cannot always distinguish the lines between soldier and civilians here, due to the way they've been assimilating people into their forces. If they're out there, posing an immediate threat in the field of combat, then we have to assume they're enemy combatants.
The matter of you staying here is not up for debate. If you leave, the Terrans will capture you once again. You will be staying here. We wouldn't want to confine her to this room. While she can't leave Anchor Point, she's free to roam the station.
Never mind. We can talk about this later.
Well, now that we have the Terran's much-wanted roboticist, we find ourselves with a bit of an upper hand. Well done on bringing Miss Burrow to us. As we promised before, your reward.
Now then, it is time we discuss our next course of action. Seeing as your friend Delta was able to find Miss Burrow's location with the black boxes, we started to wonder what other Terran locations we could uncover with additional data.
Including their command vessel.
You do understand what this means, correct?
With the help of Miss Burrow, we can see if Delta can use the Terran's black boxes to crack their data wide open. Once you have them, bring them to Miss Burrow. We'll fill her in on what we will need her to do with them.
Before you go, I do have another favor to ask. The United Colonies has been trying to work on finding a way to extract X-Tech for some time now. We found a place where extraction should be rather safe. However, the UC worries about the confidentiality regarding the construction of this outpost, which is why I ask if you will build it. I will provide the necessary power core to assemble an X-Tech extractor. Once it is built, I promise you will be rewarded additional means of extracting X-Tech yourself. Not only this, but the UC will most likely see reason to offer additional aid in our cause against the Terrans. Meaning more firepower when we are ready to attack their command fleet.
Isn't it funny you brought that up, Warren? Ryujin Industries has been inquiring the same thing.
As well as the Freestar Collective.
If that's the case, there may be more outposts for you to build than I initially planned.
Which means more manpower.
And X-Tech.
You have a lot ahead of you. Before you go, why don't you go check on our new scientist? Make sure she's getting well situated here.
Okay,
It's
so...
not safe for that roboticist to be in Terran hands. The sooner you locate her, the better.
Let's wait for the notifications to finish up here. I think that's it.
Escaped one prison to be confined to another. Did you know about this? Sounds like both of us have made some foolish judgments as of late. I will stay. For now. Not much I can do about it anyway. The machines and Terran military must be stopped. The longer they're out there, the greater danger they pose. Besides, I don't trust Void. I've seen people like them plenty of times. You think they care about the public? The settled systems? The very thing they swear their protection to? They only serve one thing. We both know it. Perhaps I can be the one to curb whatever danger they pose. You say that, but even they don't trust one another. Void is built on distrust. That's their game. Before anything else, there were a few more things I wanted to say. First off, thank you. Despite my efforts, I don't think I would have gotten out of that facility alone. So, no matter what your motivations were for getting me out of there, thanks. Still, thank you. For my final note, while it was nice to work on Delta before at the facility, I will admit it wasn't my best work. On the way here, I was able to think of ways to make Delta's EMP upgrade stronger. So, if you can bring me additional X-Tech, then I can modify Delta's EMP countermeasure again. Think of it as me rewarding you for saving my life. Though seeing Delta now, I may regret it. I don't know about that. I can work on that upgrade at a later date. For now, I should try and gather myself. Find myself in my new home, so to speak. Be careful out there. And please keep an eye on Delta.
Okay, so that's the end of going haywire. Quite a lot of
Hope you're staying
briefing on upcoming missions there. So we have, let's let this scroll again.
What do you know about the Terrans?
So there should be some incursions. There's the 3 bases we need to build. There's talking with her about upgrading Delta. There's got to be the next mission.
I hate to think I've made your job harder with the robots I worked on at the factory. Sorry about that.
Battle of the Unifiers, our next big mission, I guess. Let's take a look. Yep. So if we go to faction, we'll see that we have these 3, which are the favors. This is building the X-Tech mission, the X-Tech stuff. Battle of the Unifier counts as a main mission. Okay. And it involves those 3 incursions. And that's a crash. I'll be right back. Okay. Now, if I had managed to do a quick save before that crash, I could have just called it a recording. Had to do all of the stuff here over again, so the random locations are probably different. Anyway, we're done. Our next quest. It's a quick save real quick. Our next thing to do is the Battle of the Unifier. We're going to be doing the major incursions, or we could go build those 3 outposts. And we'll decide that when we get back. I will see you in the next recording.